Tarot can be used to gain a deeper understanding of your zodiac sign. Each sign is related to certain cards in both the major and the minor arcana, with the major arcana cards being representative of overarching character traits or big picture concepts, and the minor arcana being representative of specific details and personalized experiences. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the cards associated with the sign Aries. Make sure to stay tuned and watch for all of the other signs as well, so that in your next tarot reading, when you want to learn who you're going to marry or which one of your friends is talking about you behind your back, you'll know all of the astrological connections for each card. Aries is most commonly said to be represented by the Emperor in Tarot's major arcana. There are some overt references to this zodiac sign in the original design for the Rider-Waite deck. The Emperor is wearing a red cloak, the color of Aries and its ruling planet Mars, and there are ram's heads decorating his throne, the zodiacal mascot for Aries being the ram. I recently did a deep dive into the mythological background and meaning related to the ram as a representative of Aries energy. You can find the link for that video in the description. The Emperor card is symbolic of power, leadership, and protectiveness, as well as the confidence and drive to pursue visionary goals. All fundamental traits of this zodiac sign. The Emperor is notable as a leadership figure who desires respect rather than totalitarian control. That's a key quality of Aries' style of leadership energy. You may be familiar with the idiom that to have influence over people, you can be a leader who is respected or a leader who is feared. It's usually pretty important to Aries to be respected rather than feared. They have a strong dislike of authoritarian, despotic leaders who exert tight-fisted control over other people. Aries very deeply value freedom, so they always want people to have the freedom to choose to see the value in their mission and sign up of their own volition, rather than to simply force some kind of blind loyalty. Like the Emperor, Aries leads by example. You leave no doubt about your character and motivations. You do not ask people to follow you. They are simply drawn to your strength and determination. You honor your words, but it's through your actions that your true spirit shines. This card calls you to forge ahead, trust your instincts, and do not look back. Aries is also associated with the Tower. This card is said to represent the planetary energy of Mars, Aries' ruling planet. The tower depicts lightning striking a building, which is then enveloped in flames and destruction. This card often carries connotations of misfortune in the same way Mars is classified as a malefic or unfortunate planet in astrology. This doesn't in any way mean that this zodiac sign is necessarily unfortunate. Aries typically wind up being powerful, strong, and successful, but that strength often comes from overcoming certain challenges or hardships in their life. The strength in Aries tends to be forged in the heat of a certain amount of turmoil or conflict. We can think of the way a sword is crafted by being subjected to extreme heat and then pummeled with a hammer. That process is pretty brutal if you're the sword, but it ultimately refines and strengthens the blade, making it a superior instrument to any weapons which have not been fortified in such a way. So the Tower card represents the conflict that sometimes is present in the life of an Aries, which galvanizes you and helps you to level up in some way. Now we'll move on to the Minor Arcana, which is arguably way more fascinating. It was ancient Egyptian astrologers who subdivided each zodiac sign into 3 sections, with distinctive energies that offer more nuance than the overarching generalizations that can be made about an entire sign. These sections were then later assigned associations with specific cards in Tarot's Minor Arcana. If you're watching for your sun sign, then the segments can be broken down into ranges of birth dates as shown on screen. If you're an advanced astrology student and you know how to read a chart, then these subsections are simply identified by dividing any zodiac sign into 3 equal segments with 10 degrees each. So the first section is comprised of 0 through 9 degrees of the sign and so on. You can look at any placement in your chart which falls within a particular span of degrees and consult the corresponding tarot card. If you were born between March 21st and March 30th, or you have any placements at 0 through 9 degrees of Aries in your birth chart, then the 2 of Wands is your card. This card is representative of exploration, bold action, and a visionary pioneering spirit. You have a clear goal, an end game in mind, but you may not have a clear path as to how to get there. Nonetheless, you have the drive, courage, and self-confidence to embark on your mission, even if it takes you into uncharted territory. You will learn as you go and discover your true path along the way. Know that you have everything you need to be victorious already inside you. Because of this, regardless of the initial direction you choose, all roads eventually lead you to your destiny. If you were born between March 31st and April 9th, or you have any placements between 10 and 19 degrees of Aries in your birth chart, then the Three of Wands is your card. This card speaks to independent action and self-actualization, the realization and manifestation of the individual's will and desire. You know the best opportunities lay outside the usual routines. You are brave enough to take chances, pushing boundaries and testing your limits. You actively seek to reach your highest potential. Whatever challenges arise, know that you are capable of overcoming them. Your enduring passion burns bright. Rely on that power and energy within you, and it will carry you a long way towards your purpose. If you were born between April 10th and April 19th, or you have any placements at 20 through 29 degrees of Aries in your birth chart, then the Four of Wands is your card. This is a card of victory, joy, and the promise of sweet reward. It represents the experience of a long-awaited homecoming after a challenging journey. You certainly face challenges in your life, but you always have the strength to overcome. Your future is bright. Take heart. All that you seek awaits you at the end of your quest. Remember to stop and celebrate yourself and your achievements along the way. You've already come so far and endured so much. Acknowledge how strong and brave you are, and allow yourself moments to rest and appreciate what you have accomplished, even as you continue striving towards bigger and better goals. Thank you so much for listening, Aries. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, comment if you have any questions, share this with your friends or other Aries in your life, and please subscribe. I would be so happy to have you with me.